I'm from Brixham in southwest England, in Devon. I'm studying Applied Linguistics for language teaching. I chose to study Applied Linguistics really because I don't have a background in language education. So I studied French and Spanish at Southampton for my undergrad, but only afterwards did I start going into teaching. But I kind of wanted more of an academic background in linguistics and education, really. I think I chose York for a few reasons. The main one was the course, because it has such a great range of options, and you can study a range of things from psycholinguistics to maybe more practical modules based on like classroom practice. So there was a real range of modules, and that definitely attracted me. York's also a really great city to live in, so I don't know, every time I go around York, I think, wow, what a great place to live. There are a lot of historic places. It's a pretty interesting city to live in. It's very safe. One of the things I appreciate about studying the Department of Education is the support you get. So, I mean, you get a lot of support from every student gets a supervisor, and you have regular meetings with them to discuss any issues you might have. Those could be academic or anything else. Because we have a lot of international students and they come from quite different educational systems, there's also a lot of training especially in in writing assignments. So there is a lot of support. I also think that the staff are very friendly and very good at what they do, because being in an education department, you probably expect to be taught quite well, and the teaching has been very good. Well, in the future, I'd like to carry on in teaching. That's been my background for the last few years before I came into my master's. So I'd like to carry on teaching, but also carry on along an academic route. So if all goes well with my master's, I'd quite like to carry on in research in education and see where I go with that. I could see myself teaching abroad again. So before I started my master's, I was working in Colombia with the British Council, and I'd quite like to go back, to be quite honest. So hopefully teaching languages abroad again. So one piece of advice I have for future students on this course would be to really try and take as many opportunities as you can to get to know your course mates. On my course alone, we have eight different countries, and it's fantastic getting to know people from all corners of the world. They have a lot of different perspectives, experiences that they can bring to the classroom, and it's quite a rich environment. I'd also recommend, just with assignments, getting started early. Assignments take quite a long time, they need quite a lot of patience, but if you start early and plan ahead, then you can get there and you don't have to leave everything to the last minute and get stressed out. So that would be another piece of advice.